Congressman Marc Veasey of Fort Worth. Thank you so much and welcome back to Eye on Politics.
Good to see you.
And we are here at the U.S. Capitol because Governor Abbott is coming to press his case for Texas taxpayers to be reimbursed by Congress for the $11 billion spent to secure the border. You're shaking your head.
Oh, it's ridiculous. With Elon Musk and Trump and Doge, why in the world would they want to reimburse someone that's spent all of this money and has been virtually ineffective at doing anything to stop the flow of immigration coming across the border? Isn't Doge about preventing waste and fraud? Why would you want to give $11 billion back to a guy that has been wasting money since what? When was that started? 2021, 2022? And we're still talking about the same old thing? It's a joke.
So you're a no, I take it, and when that legislation comes up?
I'm a hard no.
And what do you say to taxpayers who think, you know, this was Texas stepping up to try to secure the border? The numbers did go down as far as the number of people crossing into Texas that they moved west. So what do you make of what they may say about that?
The only time I remember the numbers going down is when Biden issued his executive order that made some changes to the asylum process. I otherwise don't remember the numbers going down, because at the same time that Governor Abbott is claiming the numbers went down, he was still busing people to New York. So if the numbers are going down, why are you busing people to New York? That doesn't make any sense. And then B, instead of engaging in this border kabuki style theater, this back and forth, this chest pounding about sending people to the border and all of that, why didn't Governor Abbott enact the bill last year when the state legislature was in session in 2023? They had a bill that would have made it hard for people that are undocumented to work in the state. Why didn't he sign that? You don't need to do all of this chest pounding and all of this, pounding your fist on the table. Pass the damn bill that would have made the employment almost impossible. Or come to the U.S. Capitol and ask Democrats and Republicans to pass a comprehensive bill that will look at things like employment and look at things like visas and try to improve streamlining the process and do that. But why in the world would you continue to waste all this money like you did on Operation Lone Star when, buddy, all you have to do is go to the Texas legislature and say, give me a tough bill. We've seen that Florida's bill is not working. Give me a tough bill that will make it to where people cannot come into this state and work for open borders job fair. Just do that. Why are we engaging in this border ridiculous theater when all he would have to do is shut off the employment mechanism? Do it. We're engaging in theater and wasting money. You know how many troops, how many National Guardsmen have died? People that have died in high-speed chases, innocent Texas citizens, and high-speed chases. Close the damn open border job market. It's that easy. It's that simple.
And so you would support E-Verify for businesses?
What I'm saying is that what I support is Democrats and Republicans coming up with a comprehensive bill where we sit down with industry leaders like oil and gas, like construction, like hospitality, like agriculture, and come up with something to fix our broken immigration system. That's what I want. That will probably include something like E-Verify. But instead of Governor Abbott pretending like he's doing all of this stuff, which he ain't doing nothing, and he's coming here begging for money as part of a publicity stunt, why not pass the bill that Republicans had last year in the state legislature that would have been tough? They learned from Florida's mistakes and realized how people are still using these third-party companies to get around the E-Verify system. You could just do that in Texas, but they're not doing it because, again, they would rather engage in these border theatrics and all of this stupid chest pounding. And so what I'm saying is that my first choice? Absolutely not. But I want the governor to put his money where his mouth is and actually do something about this and stop pretending and stop trying to entertain people with things like busing. It just doesn't make any sense. It's a waste of time. Or come to the U.S. Capitol and say, Democrats, Republicans, sit down. Texas is a border state. We're dependent on this immigration labor that's here in the state of Texas, that's working in our oil and gas fields, working in agriculture, working in all these other industries, and it would bankrupt our state if they were all to be quote unquote mass deported. So let's come up with something real. You have two choices. That is it. Because the first choice, all this BS and everything that's going on around trying to be Mr. Tough Guy on the border, that's just a bunch of crap. The Mr. Tough Guy stuff has been going on for years. It was going on when Trump was president. So it wasn't fixed then. And they love MAGA, and it wasn't fixed then. So how is Mr. Tough Guy going to fix the situation now? Let's stop that shtick. Let's move on from it. And you got two choices. You can pass the bill that the Republicans had in the state legislature last year, or you can ask Democrats and Republicans and go to Trump and say, we need a comprehensive bill and we need a fix. Those are the real two choices. All that other stuff is just a bunch of BS.
One other topic very quickly I want to ask you about, and that is tariffs. We are in this waiting period to see what happens, 30-day waiting period, whether there's going to be a 25% tariff on Mexico and Canada. And I'm wondering what your thought is on this.
I think that the 25% tariff on Mexico and Canada, it would be disastrous. It would literally be like the mass deportation that I was just talking about. It would be a disaster to the economy, and it would make prices go up for everyone, and it wouldn't create any substantial addition of new jobs in Texas or across the country. And why in the world are we picking fights with our friends? Why are we picking fights with our friends? We should be going to Russia and telling Russia to get the hell out of Ukraine, but instead we're picking fights with Panama, with Mexico, with Canada, two of our largest trading partners. It's just backwards and it doesn't make any sense. And people need to start paying attention to that instead of worrying about, wokeness or DEI.
Congressman Marc Veasey from Fort Worth, thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.